Hello everyone and welcome to 1 Pound to Freedom. My name is Penny and Tyler will be in these videos as we share with you our travel vlog to Zimbabwe. So we did decide to go to Zimbabwe and just see how everything is going on the ground with the house and everything else. So we live about 3 hours away from Manchester, which was the airport that we used, and we left ahead of time, but the rain and the traffic gave us a bit of delays. And well, we were not really panicky because we did leave ahead of time, but we were expecting to arrive earlier because we booked for a long stay for our car at the airport. So we did get at the airport on time and we left the car, and then we went to get our bags weighed, and then when we when we were checking in, the bags were overweight. They were like way more than 23 kgs each, and they wanted to charge us like £80 for each bag, and we're like, no. So that's my husband going to weigh the bags as I was repacking and repacking, which took long. You guys, zvakaoma Zimbabwe for family back home, but we did manage to get everything packed. Then we checked in, went through the customs. Our hand luggage was weighed, and we also were delayed there because they wanted to check some stuff, but we did make it to the plane, and we were like, I think the last people to board, and even after that called last call to come and board, we were still very far close to the the customs people, immigration people, but we did manage to get to the plane, and that's us just having a laugh and settling in the plane. And that's the view of Manchester from the plane, which is really nice, like a casino look. Oh, the lights were really nice. And that's us airlifting or taking off from Manchester airport. So we used Ethiopian Airlines, which was very good. We never had any problems with it, and it wasn't very full from Manchester to I think we got more people boarded in Geneva, but it was okay. Then that's us. It was so hungry by then. By the time they served us dinner, we were hungry. We were so happy food came, and the food was all right. The food was fine. And then that's us in Ethiopia. Those are the mountainous, the mountains of Ethiopia. Views from above are always nice. Like, it just gives you a nice view. It's really nice. The terrain is really nice. And yeah, we're not just waiting to get off in Ethiopia because that's where our stopover was, but it was just a 2-hour stopover. So yeah, just getting ready. Then we disembarked from the plane. We're now walking to connect with the next Ethiopian plane that was going to take us from Ethiopia to Zimbabwe. We got into the plane, we had no problems there, and we settled in. More people got into the plane from Ethiopia to Zimbabwe, coming from different places. We're sitting with Vale, who we met in the plane. She was flying from Canada and hadn't gone to Zim in 10 years. So she's really excited about that. We had a good flight. And then when we got to Zambia, one of the passengers was supposed to drop in Zambia, did not drop off, which delayed us with about an hour. So we're supposed to get to Harare at around 2:30 in the afternoon, but we ended up getting there an hour later because they kept doing a head count until they were like, everybody get your boarding passes out, because pane vamwe vangasikuda kubuda sezvo zvisinei vakazowanikwa zvavo avo vekunyika yedu yekuasia iyo vanga vakagara imomo. So zvisinei, we got to Zimbabwe, and then we went through immigration. Vangone my e-passports, and Natalie just went through and self-checked themselves in the country. Then we got our bags. Tevataenda kuno scanning my bags because there's a lot of boots dzakawandisa mumabhegi aya. guys, just this bag's just for 2 people. But yeah, we've come for holiday and we've got a long holiday, so yeah, probably we overpacked. Chichichi, immigration officer, but he was a really nice guy. I got to say, I welcomed us back home. He was like, I know you guys enjoy your stay. So yeah, after that, we had family who had come to fetch us, but we were down so tired. I didn't take some of the footage. So we had booked already to drive to Kariba, where we wanted to just spend a few days there resting. So that's us on the drive to Kariba, and we went there with our friends. Shepherd and Dion. We've been friends with them for over 2 decades now. Before we even, both of us got married. And then they got married first and then we got married. But Talent and Shepherd have been friends for longer. But we then became like Masawira. So that's us driving to Kariba. And it was very hot. The contrast from leaving Scotland and then just going to Zim and then deciding to drive to go to Kariba. Takacha, but we had a very good time there. So that's just the scenery of our drive to Kariba, the different. Oh, I was so excited because I had never been to Kariba. Even when I was staying in Zimbabwe, I had never gotten the opportunity to go and see Kariba. So the 3 guys that I was with, my husband and our friends, have been to Kariba before. So yeah, they were also excited for me because so yeah, that's us driving, and we're really excited about this trip because we just want to have a chance to see the building progress, Patashika, and the things that need to be finished and the plans for next year. So we booked for this trip for the end of the year so that it just gives us it helps us with planning on what we're gonna do next year in terms of finishing up the house and then setting up the different infrastructures that we need for the projects that we want to embark on. So that's the main purpose for our trip back to Zimbabwe during this time of the year. So anyway, apa tichiri kungodriva zvedu murodhi yekuenda kuKariba. Yeah. As I told you, we're going to Kariba. So we're driving in a single cab truck. So I is Nini and my friend Dion Tangata zvedu kumashure uko takalaksa, and the guys were driving up in the front, and yeah, we got some time to rest, but the heat was heating. It was very hot. Even if you wanted to rest, it took time for me to actually be able to relax because quite peace, and it makes even worse quite peace. But yeah, we enjoyed. We had a good time. I loved the scenery because there's not so many trees when you're in the UK, and there's not even a lot of drive. You can go for drives, but you can hardly see the things that we were seeing as we were driving to Kariba. So yeah, so now we're just getting into the different places in Kariba, and the places that the guys also wanted me to see. So they're just driving around. They're really familiar with the place. So shaka nakidza shakatifadza shukuru, and you could see people walking, the kids. You guys being in Zim, inongokupa this nostalgic feeling, like you're home. Like you're home. Unozati mapende kiti andakunzo kureruka kudai so kuti hey. And you know that whole thing, you're not even thinking kuti ndiyakuzomuka njienda kubasa mangwana, this shift thing. I had a great time. The time was amazing, to be honest. We had a really good time. And no, definitely I'm on the right track, because this is the kind of feeling that I want to feel every day, just to feel free, just to feel like, I know our country comes with a lot of its own problems, but the peace it brings in your own personal life, it was amazing. It was really, really amazing. It was great. And I am not even going I felt good. I felt good about this. I felt good about everything. So, Papa, they're taking me to Kariba border post. Just let's go. No, na pa border where people can just leave their cars and then, get a pass and don't go into Zambia. But you also pass through the Kariba wall. So we then started asking, how many man? Yeah. But anyway, we then drove to the place where we are staying. And this place is called Samanyanga Lodges. It's a really nice place. It's nice. So it overlooks the Kariba Dam. So view. It also has that greenery iripakati. So in that greenery, you will see the elephants at night. The lions come out and the wild animals come up. Like my electric fence akato kura kudai so akato simba and a big gates because you and the muka to nowhere. But the place was really nice. Just look at it. This is Zimbabwe, guys. These are my lodges that are being built by individuals or just like you and me. It's really nice. And that's the reception. So they've got I think we booked a 2-bedroom chalet. So it has 2 bedrooms which are en suites, and then it was a self-catering apartment. So we just bought our food from Harare, and then so that's how the place looks like. That's the outside. We've got a braai area, so we also had a chance to actually do a braai, and you can relax on the couch that's on the veranda whilst the other people are braaiing. And that's the view of Kariba Dam. You guys, it's really nice. And look at the greenery. It's so hot, but just look at how the place is so nice, so rich, so home. And even if you walk panika dust road kapapakatapa doka road kenzo, you can actually meet Nzoe. So you can even do your own game drive. Of course, the people can come and you can book for a game drive, but you can also just drive with your car and you'll meet the wild animals. They do tell you to be careful, but if you don't want to pay $50 per person for a game drive, so this is, look at how nice the place is. I want in Zim, guys. This place I recommend. It's got air cons in every room. When you go outside. And they used this I like this stone wall they made. Makes me think of Great Zimbabwe. So so that's the view from outside. They also have a swimming pool at the place, so you can even just go and have a pool and swim at any time. And the swimming pool is not that deep. I think the deep end, they were saying, it's 190 centimeters, so it's not very, very deep. If you're not very good at swimming, you can always go shallow, but kana uchigona zvako aiwa unoswima zvakanaka. So apo tanga takuenda zvedu kumbonoona ku demo and just see how things are there. And we're also just taking the view of the place, just to give you a right around view. This place I recommend, guys. If you come to Zimbabwe, you want to go for holiday in the Samanyanga Lodges, it's very affordable. I think for 3 nights, Marianga 540 for the 2 bedrooms. So which means tiri vaviri tangwe share nepakati, which means takapata 270 each. 270. So that's us now driving out to go and see the scenery and just enjoy the holiday. Everything was great, guys. Even if the heat was very heating, it was so hot, but it was also relaxing at the same time. Because I mean, usually when we are UK, we usually would be thinking about my shift, work, todini and stuff like that. But here, the only thing that we're thinking about was cooling down. Like, how can we cool down? Because it was hot, but nothing regarding to work. And even when you see messages like, hey, what? Not bother. Not even thinking about it. So Zimbabwe is lovely, guys. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country. It is really, really amazing. It's got nice sceneries, miti, yakazara, and really green. Imagine, with the way I'm telling you, Kariba was hot. Quite peace, but look at how green the trees are. I would think the trees are still in my leaves, but no, it was just nice. And the road from Semenyanga is it does trot. I think I had great wash, but and also we then realized that as we were traveling, it changed more papa patorine malodges akawanda along that place. Like I think most of the lodges are actually in that place, Ikokoko. Because they would see so many other places. And that boat Yambale. There were a lot of boats that we saw, fishing boats, and then we also saw the boats that they used for the boat cruise. And the local guys were telling us that when it's over the weekend, people usually then go in the boats and like a party, music being played, people dancing, and then they can even briar fish on the boats, and you guys can buy your fish whilst you're on the boats. But then you just have a good time and enjoy the scenery. So usually they do it on the weekend, but we went for a holiday during the week, so we never got a chance to like really go on the boats. So yeah, but if we'd gone per weekend on a Saturday, definitely I would have wanted to go on the boats and just see how it is, because I've seen some videos on YouTube when people go to Kariba and they're in the boats and enjoying themselves. So anyway, so that cadastro, they call it the power line dust road. That's where you'll find the elephants. So on this drive, when we're going to the demo, we never saw any elephants, but they say towards the end of the day, if you go down that road, you'll see mukama elephants and the shumba zawanda. Now they're saying, the local guys were telling us that shumba zawanda a lot, because now this year, so shumba ziriko. So they're saying that at night it's not advisable to walk. Talk out. I want to take a stroll. So anyway, yeah, we're just passing through and showing you the place. And you know what, when you're in the UK, we are working, even not just the UK, wherever you are, South Africa, America, Australia, or Canada, or even in Zimbabwe, just plan gore chitanga izvo zvikurapera nditi gore parinotanga in January. Just plan to, you know what, I'm gonna plan a holiday for me and my family at the end of the year. Start putting money aside from that. My first week of January is our peak. Most of the people will start going for holidays towards my 20s of December. I mean, the first week of December, not January, December. So you can have so much discounts at that time. And also, like I'm saying, my places to stay when you go to holiday resorts are now a lot. It's not just Caribbean. I think Kudara, the most popular was, is it Caribbean Bay? But now there are a lot. So yeah, so that's, I think, waterfront resort. That's where we wanted to stay initially before we chose Samanyanga, because it's got so many my rides, my games, things that we can do, activities, but they didn't have a relaxing couch for us like the one at Samanyanga. So that's why we decided to go to Samanyanga, but still it's a good place. So yeah, that's us getting at Kariba Wall. So, you know, I was so amazed. Do you know that the length of Kariba Dam is 280 kilometers? Kukura kwe Kariba Dam, it's 280. Which is really amazing. And this dam was construction for this dam started in 1955 and official opening was in 1960. and the dam yakafila to full capacity, I think in 1963, and so many people died when they were building this, because obviously they were building it mumvura, so they had to put like cement in over papo sometimes, and the cement ichi square. The history is so amazing. It's really amazing, and I think you kind of get to appreciate some of these landmarks we have in Zimbabwe when you go to those places, because I've always known Kariba, but I never took time to like really research or get to know about it, because I'd never been there. But when I went there and I was seeing the structures and how they built it, I was really inspired to just want to know about it. So those are the guys walking. That's my hubby. As of this shit manja. Quite peace, but it was really nice. So there's not much water, but my guitar fire and I was good. So they're still doing a bit of construction on the dam just to reinforce some things. So yeah, that's us. And those are the boats that I was telling you about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our travel vlog from the UK to Harare and then to Kariba. Continue to subscribe to our channel as we bring you more footage of our holiday in Zimbabwe. So this video, I just want to inspire you, encourage you, save up some money. Next year, just come to Zimbabwe for the holidays. There's so many places to go. If you like the cooler places, go to Inyanga, or you can go to Victoria Falls to see the smoke that thunders, or just come to Kariba and have a time to relax. We had a great time. Takazurura. I feel rested. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I wish you all a beautiful day, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, so I'm gonna leave you to enjoy your day. It was hot.